Hello, everyone, and welcome to the channel, Jalasan Tarot. My name is Kimberly, and super happy and excited for you guys to be here. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. For those of you who have been here before, I love you so much. Thank you for subscribing and showing your support with comments and likes. That means so much to me. Those of you that are new here, thank you for dropping by. Hopefully you like what you see today. So with all of that being said, let's get into today's topic. We are asking about what are their current intentions towards you, this person that you're thinking about. What do they intend when it comes to you, regardless of your relationship, where you are in your relationship with them, or if you and this person are just in a connection, a long-term connection, or if it's a separation, whatever type of connection or relationship it may be, what are their current intentions? So that is what we are tuning into for today. Okay. We are going to use a different crystal to help you choose which group, but we are using the same tarot deck, and I'm very excited because this is the first time I'm using this tarot deck. It's a new tarot deck, Edgar Allan Poe, and one of my favorite authors, especially time sensitive during spooky season. So if this is your type of reading, let's go ahead and go through the groups. So for group one, we have the Galena crystal. So the Galena crystal for group one. For group two, we have the smoky quartz, double pointed tower, smoky quartz. So the double pointed tower, smoky quartz for group two. For group three, we have the black tourmaline crystal. Okay, so the black tourmaline crystal for group three. All right, guys, so feel free to pause if you need a moment to tune in with the energy of the groups. And again, we're figuring out today as much detail as we can. We do have some oracle as well, as far as what their current intentions are. If they're good, if they're bad, if they're action oriented or not, we're gonna see. Okay. So if you're ready, I will meet you over there. Bye, guys. Group one, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Galena crystal, super dope, then you're at the right place. So we are tuning into the energy of this person on your mind in whatever relationship or connection this may be. We are tuning into the energy of this person and figuring out what their current intentions are when it comes to you right now. What are their intentions towards you currently? So, thank you so much for coming through as always, Spirit. Okay, so what are their current intentions towards you guys? What's going on? This person on your mind with the Edgar Allan Poe tarot deck. So let's see. What are their intentions toward pile one or group one, Spirit? What do we need to see this person? So the devil, wow. Oh my goodness, look at that black cat, skeleton. All right, so this is a major arcana, card number 15. What are their intentions when it comes to you? We got the 10 of Swords. Oh, wow. Okay, this clearly fell on the ground, but it fell sideways. We got the Queen of Swords. Look at that. Giving a little bit of an Egyptian vibe. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Gosh, this is very interesting so far. Let's get the big picture, guys. So why is the Devil here, Spirit? What are the current intentions toward Pell 1? Everything upright. Page of Wands. Okay. Ooh. Why is it? Oh my god, I thought this was the 10 of Swords. Goodness, my eyes are playing tricks on me, guys. My bad. But this is the 2 of Swords. That makes more sense. Okay, why is it? Let's see what this is. The Hermit in the reversal. That's interesting. Okay, let's get our last 2 cards. What is this person's current intention? And we have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. Two twos. By the way, the Hermit is card number 9, Virgo energy. And we're ending with the 6 of Swords. So what are their current intentions? 7 of Swords in the reversal. I want to say that this person is really going through some sort of evolution. I feel their feelings and how they view you is in a stage where it is at a point where it has evolved or changed in some way. I mean, I cannot take my eyes off this moth or butterfly, however you want to identify that. But it feels as though in a situation where this person might be trying to get unstuck, I feel like that's where the change and transformation is taking place. They are changing how they feel, or I should say, they are accepting how they feel, where maybe at one point they couldn't understand it, didn't understand it. I do feel like they have an attachment towards you. They do want to come toward, their intention is I feel as though they see nothing but you, to the point where they might be hyper focusing, and they don't want this, they don't want to kill it for themselves, if that makes sense. Meaning, when you hyper focus or something is in excess, it could really burn out in a way. So I feel as though this person is trying to balance like the devil and the angel on their shoulders, like what their intuition is telling them versus what their passion is leading them toward. And I think both of them is leading them toward you, but it's feeling addictive. It's feeling a little bit where they might try to tame it or resist it in some way. Even like this Page of Wands, like look at how this character is running away from this devil, like that pull, that magnetic pull that could feel very insanely out of control in a way for this person. The devil does spark a type of intensity that you might not feel anywhere else. Honk in the background for confirmation. I'm, of course, whenever the devil comes out, I do want to get a clarifier. So let's get that now, just because, and just to remind ourselves, 7 of Swords in the reverse. And just to talk about that real quick, this feels like the transformation that this person is committed to making, and I feel like that's where they are in a position of right now to move forward and to solidify some sort of solid communication, and I would even say offer in your direction. I feel as though they're being honest with themselves. Like they are finally accepting any emotion that they may have been sabotaging or pushing, whoa, out of the way. And of course, the honk in the background, you know. All right, so let's get a confirmation for, or I should say, a clarifier for the devil spirit before we move on. Why is the devil here? Your current intentions. What is that about? Seven of Wands in the reverse. That's exactly what I was feeling from the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Someone laying down their boundaries in some way, and for them, it could just be communicating how they feel, or being honest, or being truthful, and not really putting walls up at this point. That could be where the balance is, though, where they're not running away, but they're also trying to temper it. So they may be coming in slow. You know, a page of wands could be fast, could be a type of person that takes risks, that is led by their passion, but with the devil coming through as well, it does feel as though they know it could build into something even grander if they allow it to get out of control, almost as though a volcano is erupting or and creating some sort of chaos for them with how they feel about you. So that's kind of where the balance is. That could have also been, sorry guys, I'm picking up a card from the floor. Boy. Oh my god. And I dropped it again. Two, another two, two of wands. So the feeling of they know exactly where they want to head. They're taking their time because they don't want it to, and for them to be overwhelmed or envelop their complete, demeanor. Or I will even say their focus, where their focus is, because it's already directed in your way, in a hyper focused way. So they know what they want too. And I feel like they are taking action steps towards you, is the point. Where at one point they could have been a little bit, what is this? The magician. They could have been a little bit resistant. And I feel as though it's slowly dissipating. They could have been stuck at one point, and I wouldn't even say stuck. It feels more so that they were in a point or a stage in their life where they were healing or transforming something really deep within them that may have taken a lot of time and energy, and something could have erupted in their life for them to lead them in this sort of transformation. They no longer want to be hidden or isolated. I do feel like with the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords, it's that figuring out that balance where they know which direction to go into. And even though they may not have come forward, now the decision is, their intention is to move towards you because they are led in your direction, no doubt, but they don't want to run towards you. So it's a little bit of that, like walking on an escalator, walking on an down escalator up. Like they're going in the opposite direction on purpose just to pace themselves. We have the Queen of Swords. I do feel like there is going to be some communication. There does feel as though someone is taking command, and this person knows at this point you might be someone that they have to be correct with. The Queen of Swords doesn't play whether you are male or female. The Queen of Swords is coming through as an energy of someone that doesn't take BS. They don't like time wasting. They do not want someone to disrupt their life. They're very logical, and they say it how it is. So I feel as though they want to meet you where you are and just come through in a very communicative way. With the Two of Pentacles, and again, we're getting three twos now. Okay, a lot of twos, and twos could represent, possession, valuing someone, the idea of accepting that someone may be important to you. So I feel like through these thoughts this person is starting to start thinking about and start feeling and start authentically understanding that this is what is happening. This is their understanding of the connection at this point. It is leading them to their higher self in a way, because it's as though they are ready to move forward, but it's like their last stage of understanding. So they're in that moment of where they are ready to admit to themselves what they want. I'm looking at the color imagery. We're getting like the browns and then the blues and then daylight. It feels like being in a dark cave somewhere hidden, somewhere tucked away, and then reflection, and then emerging into some sort of understanding. That is kind of like the flow of the energy that I'm feeling, where with the Six of Swords coming through at the end with the King of Pentacles, that feeling as though this person is leaving behind things that didn't align with them. They now might be in that King of Pentacles, transition, or that state of mind where they are feeling comfortable where they are at in life. They might be acknowledging and accepting the unfoldment of events and experiences. They may not be overthinking and analyzing situations and creating problems out of nowhere. I feel as though they're coming through as a very calm and a person that has tamed their high excessive thoughts. Like that's going to be what is happening. That is what their intentions are. Because again, at this point, they're still feeling that addictive pull towards you. But unless they come forward, they're going to stay in that sense of stuck where they are watching you. They are thinking about you. They're thinking about everything they want to do moving forward towards you. And it's leading to some energy of them being stuck. But I think they're reflecting on the energy of once they start taking action, it's going to shift and they're going to feel better. They understand that now. And I do feel with the Magician coming through, and then the Four of Swords underneath that with the Five of Wands, like this was the challenge for them. Aligning with what action to take, not allowing their thoughts or their over analysis or even their reflection. They may have been healing from something too. But whatever it was that kept them from moving forward, I feel as though this is what they are now leaving behind. They are seeking some calmer waters. And again, for them, it starts with their mindset. Nine of Cups, yeah. It starts with their frequency, their self-love, their you know, balance in some way. We're getting twos. That also feels like a balance of some kind. Getting Gemini energy, even Libra energy, just with the twos for some reason. And Taurus energy. So, Capricorn energy as well. Cancer, Wands, Aries, I would say. Okay, let's move on. The Magician, by the way, is Virgo. I want to get into the angel answers. I want to keep it moving and get to the details so we could be as precise as possible. So their current intentions are to heal whatever it is they need to heal in order to start taking action. And I think that's what they want. They're intending to take action when it comes to you. What else, Spirit? Okay. Bottom of the deck, big happy changes. The transformation I'm feeling with this moth or butterfly, or I'm not sure if they're what other name to call it, but communicate clearly. That is where the Queen of Swords energy is coming through. Their intention is to communicate in a way that is at a frequency that matches and aligns for them and for you. I feel as though and a way that they're going to do it is to tame whatever addictive pull they have towards you, because it could have been keeping them from balancing whatever it is that they need to balance. No need to worry, you're ready. That could be what this person is feeling currently. The energy of they're intending to move forward, guys, sooner rather than later. Big happy changes is coming your way, guys. Now, whether or not you want this person, that is always your choice. But, and I'm not sure what type of relationship, if you guys are already in a relationship or a connection, I'm not sure what that might be. I'm not focusing on that today. But whatever it is, regardless, your person wants to, I don't know, take this more serious or create a more deep sense of safety, security in this connection between you and them. And it's almost as if they're leaving their immaturity behind. And if that showed up in the past, you might know how that showed up, whatever it is, whatever type of actions they were taking towards you or not taking towards you. But I feel as though it's as though they are at a different phase and they're recognizing that within them. Let's see. True love, spirit. What is their intentions for part one? Let's get one more, spirit. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the silver waterfall. Feels like a fresh start. Feels like a rebirth of some kind, a new beginning. Something major was healed. And I think this person has come a long way in some sort of traumatic event. It could be just mental health, a little bit of a shift in perspective when it comes to that sort of thing. Okay, we got connection, which feels like the Two of Cups. Jeez, guys, look at that imagery of two champagne glasses. Could represent celebration of some kind. Getting an envelope, the emoji of message, communication again, and just the feeling of connectedness. We also have intimacy. Wow. And the garden. This person's intention is, now that they've come to a place of self healing, self love, like we've talked about, it's almost as though they are in union with their self, which could be mirrored. You too, Pal One. That could be your energy too, like where you've shifted and healed a lot of things that you needed to perhaps heal in order to bring this sort of transformation within this person or even within this relationship or this connection. All right. Let's move on to our Moonology Oracle. Maybe we could get time frame or any other messages as far as their current intention. They want to take this to a deeper level. That's for sure. However that looks like, whether it's physical, spiritually, or like all of the above. We did get the Magician, and I do feel like it could be that feeling of multiple areas within this connection are being healed and attracted. The fiery climax approaches. Aries, fire energy, full moon in Aries with the Page of Wands. It's giving that fire. It's getting the Two of Wands, that Aries energy. So something is going to hit a very passionate peak. It could be in the physical 3D, but it could also just be a feeling of spiritual union in some way, or it could be both. Let's see if there's anything else. And by the way, Aries energy is springtime, so we would see Aries energy in March and April. South Node, don't let your past hold you back. That could be that is where the healing was, where the challenges were for this person who has felt, it feels like they've come a long way. It feels like they've really come a long way. And, South Node, that the energy of don't look behind you, detaching from the past, that's where the devil could be as well, where they are releasing whatever addictive or overthinking. It could even be something like that, like overanalyzing, overthinking, over obsessing, in your ego to the point of no return where your life is suffering because you are stuck in your thoughts. That could be the devil. So for this person. So that could be their intention, not to go backward and to be in this frequency that they now find themselves in. Show the world the real you, that feeling of, what we just mentioned, where they are now. It feels authentic. It feels like they may not have known who they really were, or they may have had a mask on for so long that they didn't realize that they were in a unaligned frequency. It's like they were in autopilot in their life. And I think a lot of us, if not all of us, have been there at one point. And if you might still be in it, I don't know, or this person, I should say. So it really does depend on what's going on with this person, but that feels as though they are healing that. That's what they're leaving behind. They're leaving behind the past toxic, you know, I would even say beliefs that they may have felt or feel, or believed at one point, depending on their experiences in the romantic world, history. So Aquarius energy is pretty soon. It is time sensitive. January, February, that is in a couple of months. That's winter energy. So I feel as though this person is going through a dark night of the soul, perhaps, and they are emerging. And when they get to that frequency, if it's not now, it might even be they're there now. Okay, keep that in mind. But when you will know with how they show up, they're going to show up in a frequency of consistency. They're going to come with softer words towards you. They might have that energy where they they're curious about your life. I feel as though you're not going to feel that resistance that you might have felt with them. So adjustments are required. We have third quarter moon. So this feels as though that could be technically for a lot of them where they are currently at, where they are ready to make that final shift. They are leaving behind that reflective period. The third quarter moon symbolically is like when you are in that reflective mode, but you are getting to the energy of understanding the lesson, the or just like getting to a higher perspective on something, at a certain time. So I feel as though that's where this person is, and they're going to be in full circle, where the climax, the full moon, that energy of everything coming together is going to be what's happening, what this person is intending. So let me know if this resonates, guys, as we head into your advice. We're going to try to pull one card for the ancient stones. Goodness, like this person is trying to temper their fire. And that could be why they've been hiding a little bit. But they've never stopped feeling pull towards you. Group one, that is the energy I am getting, though, regardless of whatever type of connection relationship this might be. But this person is ready to leave behind their old ways or immature ways. And it's not that they were, it's almost as though they needed to learn certain lessons in their own world, and it was just the divine timing for their own journey. So it all feels like divinely guided in some way as well. All right, so let's get your advice to ancient stones. What do we need to see first? Okay, I wanted one card, but that's okay. Pave your own way. Ooh, that could be, gosh, this could be mirroring, but it feels as though this person, as well as you, Spirit might be saying, take leadership in your own life. It's okay to be encouraged. Forge the way, even if you're not certain, and I think that's kind of what you guys are going through and healing and adjusting to. We have Hagstone, energy shield, protection, inner strength. This could have been your energy. Again, this could also be this person's, like the hermit energy, just keeping to yourself, not really, like, I don't feel like there's anyone else in this person's energy. Like, they are committed, their intention is committed towards you. I feel you're the only one that they are or would be focused on. But I think for a long time, you and this person, or both of you, could have been in that solitary phase in some way. It may have been part of the healing for both of you, or some sort of separation that you guys both needed in order to get to a more divine, healthy, aligned place. And I feel as though this person is now at this point, and you might have already been there. And I think that this, your spirit is saying, the hagstone, that could also be the energy that you are attracting, like someone that is in your frequency, where it does and could feel like freedom. The records. Remember why you came. Be bold. Legacy. Feeling like the 10 of Pentacles energy, like looking into the future. The legacy. Something divinely guided as well. Something written in the stars. That this connection may have been written down. It could feel like a spiritual connection, a very strong spiritual connection. Spirit could be saying, like, as to go back to, where was that energy? Not to worry. Ink with the romance angels. Where is it? Something about, do not worry. No need to worry. There it is. I feel with this, spirit is giving you the reminder that everything's going to work out in divine timing with this connection, whether it's with this person or not with this person. It's all going to feel aligned, and you're going to be good no matter what, whether you're alone with this person or with this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to explain, but that could be meaningful for a lot of you that feel this sort of deep magnetic pull. The devil energy could feel like that addictive pull. It could feel like a twin connection. It could feel like a soulmate, or someone that is, connected to you in a way that you can't miss. And it's coming through now in a healthier way, or this person's energy is coming through in a healthier way. And now their intention is the actions that align with that feeling of healthy, frequency, that feeling of balance. The twos are becoming ones, that. All right. So that being said, guys, let me know if this resonated. And again, thank you so much for staying this long. I love you guys so much. I wish you the best, and hopefully I will see you again. Take care. Group 2, welcome to your reading today. If you chose the Smoky Quartz Double Pointed Tower, then you're at the right place. So let's get into this. We are talking about their current intentions for you. This person that you are thinking about, whether you're in a relationship with them right now or some sort of connection, regardless of what it looks like in the current moment, we're tuning in to that energy of, what are their intentions? Are they good? Are they bad? Are they headed in your direction? In what sense? So, thank you so much, Spirit, for being here today. As always, for the collective energy. Spirit, we're asking today, this person on Group Two's mind, What are their intentions toward group 2, Spirit? What do we need to see? Person. Ooh, my cats are a little rambunctious right now. So we have Justice coming in the reverse as our first card. Card number 11, Libra energy. The Three of Cups in the reverse. Their current intentions. We are taking the Fool. And look at Edgar at Lenore's grave. Look at that. This is, what is this? Oh, okay, that makes sense. The Five of Cups. Part of the narrative poem, The Raven. Okay, so this feels like a separation of some kind. I feel like there's really hurt feelings. What are their intentions? Let's see. We have, ooh, the Queen of Wands. That could represent your energy or how they think about you or view you, whether you're male or female. Okay, so we have the Empress in the reverse and the King of Wands in the reverse coming with the Five of Cups. Let's get our last card. What is this? Judgment. Oh my God, what an interesting depiction of judgment. And that's coming up in the reversal with the Chariot. Okay, coming from with the Fool. Wow. The Hanged Man in the reversal. We are getting a few major arcana. Let's backpedal a little bit. So the Chariot is card number 7. It's Cancer energy. It also it has a little bit of that moon energy coming through. We got Judgment, card number 20. That's Libra energy again. We got the Libra energy with Justice over here with card number 11. And we also have the Fool, card number 0. It's like the bonus card in the major arcana. It's Aquarius energy. And then we have the Empress, and that's Taurus. So we kind of have it all as far as energy goes. You or this person might be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. I'm also getting that. And we got the Hanged Man. Let's not forget about that. Card number 12, Pisces energy. So we're getting water, we're getting earth, fire, a little bit of air. So it's kind of all over. Now, I do believe that this person and you are in a stage right now where you might not be communicating. I feel as though this person is figuring out how to see things differently, but they might be having a hard time. They might be a little stuck in their ways. I do feel as though someone in this connection might have lacked the confidence to really solidify this into something more serious. The feeling I'm getting is as though someone wants to come in and apologize, but they just don't know how to do it. They don't know. I feel as though they are lacking that of faith, trust, confidence that, or I would even say encouragement in coming toward you in some sort of apology. But I do feel like that's part of their intention. You know, that's what they're trying to come around to. So in other words, they are taking a time out. I do feel it as though they might be in some sort of decision making, like a point where they know they need to make a decision and they are going to come towards you. You know, we have the Fool and the Chariot, but what is keeping them a little bit stuck, or I would even say they might do it the wrong way, maybe, is the feeling that they aren't seeing things clearly right now. They could be overwhelmed a little bit. You know, King of Wands in the reversal is feeling like someone that might have let their passions and their emotions get away from them. This person feels like they're lacking stability, maybe even, that self-worth, because it's coming with the 5 of Cups. Something about this energy feels as though if this person did something wrong or did something to hurt this connection in any way, they are feeling very remorseful, very forlorn. They might be thinking about you in a cyclical nature. Even just the poem, the narrative poem, The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. He's missing his late Lenore, who, you know, he thinks comes in a form of a raven. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like, this person on your mind is looking for signs. Birds might mean something for this person or for you. That could be a signifier. But I do feel like they are in a stage right now where they're not, their intention is to move forward, but they don't want to. Hang on one second, guys. Sorry, everyone. I had to go to the window. I had to press pause. My 2 cats are by the window, and they were so cute. They were fighting, but they were just. It was hard to explain, but they were having a little bit of a showdown. So I had to go put a kibosh. So that could be relatable to this energy too, where you and this person may have had some sort of showdown, or this person made a stand. I'm also getting with the 3 of Cups and the King of Wands in the reverse. This person may have had a hard time settling down or feeling, or currently might be having a hard time. They might be feeling a little unstable, and I would even say for some of them could be a little fearful of commitment in general. This could have been activated by a sense of sabotage in this connection. They may have had a hard time giving you equal energy. There may have been a lot of disappointments. There may have been a lot of pain, a little bit of distance I'm getting. And yearning. This person is yearning for you. So, regardless of whatever happened in this connection, they do view you as someone that is still standing tall and in their divine. The Queen of Wands is coming up in the upright. It is someone who is very passionate, very, it's so funny how this character is being represented because she looks so serious. She's giving more so of the Pentacles energy, but this is the Queen of Wands in the Edgar Allan Poe deck. Look at this dog on a leash. It's almost as though you have them on a leash in some way energetically, because they do feel very passionate towards you. And again, just to get down to, the overall energy, I'm wondering if there was any interference. There may have been a third party in some way. We have the Empress and the 3 of Cups in the reverse. This could have been, don't take it if it doesn't fit, guys, but this could have been someone specific in their external world that may not have been you, that they've been recovering from. They also could have been searching for their divine person, or even if they weren't in searching mode or hunt mode, they could have been, socializing, engaging in other people's energy, trying to find that that mate. And I think what they're realizing is maybe it was right in front of them this whole time. And I do believe that now they're feeling a sense of loss. Okay. Now, are they capable of bringing justice into this connection at this time? I feel like that is where the conflict and challenge is right now. Their intention is to fix this, but right now they might not feel capable, and that could represent how they are feeling internally. So let's get more detail. Spirit, what else do we need to see with their intention? Are, I don't think they have bad intention, but I do feel like they are, gosh, it's like a person that isn't seeing what they should be seeing. It's hard to explain, but some of you get it. Like you can't show the person the way. They have to come to it on their own. And I feel like if there is some sort of disconnect or separation in this person is feeling that yearning. And I think that's what's affecting their perspective. But they may have a hard time releasing any old belief patterns as well. But they want to. They want to come forward. Their intention is to move forward. But again, they may not be fully ready, but they might do it anyway. That's the intention. Okay, well, because you're the Queen of Wands. Now, if you are coming through as the Empress in the reverse too, this could also represent just things not working out and there being a lot of disappointments or a failure of some kind when it came to, you know, being with you in some way. I feel as though that could represent this energy as well. So it could be someone else or it could be part of your experience with this person. So take that as it fits. But I think at this point, they're just trying to figure out like what I think. Okay. I feel like they know what they want, which is the sweet Lenore, which is you. They are feeling a sense of deep loss. There could also be developing a little bit of an attachment because your energy isn't uh really available right now for them. They may also view you as being upset with them in some way. Spirit, what else do we need to see? Their current intentions for group 2. What do we need to see, Spirit? Current intentions. Ooh. Bottom of the deck energy, yes, exclamation point. That's what I'm getting with the Fool and the Chariot. It's like they know where they want to head. They know that it's towards you. But like I said, they aren't feeling completely comfortable right now because they may be lacking confidence. They may be lacking a good plan, but it doesn't matter because how they are feeling is a yes, that's the action they want to move forward with, whether they're ready or not, guys. That's we're getting a lot of action. Okay, is what my point is. But we're getting that action with someone that is stuck in their ego still, so again, like however it is that it's going to look in the 3D may still create some conflict in some way. If you believe, this person could be telling them this to themselves because of the King of Wands in the reverse, that feeling of them not feeling 100%, but they're going to do it anyway. It's one of those things where I think they know that the battle right now might be their own ego, their mind, their own sabotage ways is getting in the way. No need to worry. And again, that could represent thoughts that they are trying to nullify, or I would say tame, so that they could excuse me, so that they could commit to taking action. So I'm not sure what this person did, or if it was just, it might have been just what developed or unfolded in this connection, regardless of if this person had legitimate sense of, action in creating some sort of heartbreak or tension between the both of you. Regardless if this person is to blame fully or not, or whatever level of uh, hurt this created, this person wants to fix it. Do they know how to? No, but they're going to try anyway. So that's kind of what we're getting here, guys. So I'm curious, like, if how you feel about this person. For you, for all I know, you could not want anything ever to do again with this person, Okay, so we have the divine masculine coming through. Wow. I mean, we are getting a lot of major arcana. This could be a deep spiritual connection in some way for some of you. This could just be someone that you do really care for, or vice versa, or it could be mutual. It could also be where this person feels as though they may not feel 100% in their divine masculine, whether they're male or female. It goes back to that feeling of stability, that comfort and security in their own life. That could be what they're intending. I also am getting the energy that they feel stronger with you than they do without you. So you could, in a way, and they may not have realized this until there may have been a disconnect, but in a way, I'm getting that this person feels as though you're helping them gain that confidence. But at the same time, it's like they want to figure out how to get it on their own. All right, Spirit, what are their current intentions toward group 2? What else do I need to see? The garden comes out a lot, guys, when it's depicting someone taking time to figure things out on their own, cultivating a little bit more sense of security and abundance around them. That could be part of what their goal is for themselves too. Because we are getting some energy where this person is unsure, unclear, stuck in a thought process. So that could be something that they want to work on. We got manifestation and we got the gardener. Look at that. The garden, which is the noun, and then we got the gardener, the subject. So it feels very strong energy that this person wants to, not only for themselves in their own world, but I think with this connection, I'm getting that feeling that they do want things to grow between you and them. They do want things to transform and change. They do want things to get better, and they do want to feel at peace. And I feel as though they are realizing how peaceful they do feel when it comes to your energy. And they could be going through a lot of heavy energy right now. Just looking at Edgar Allan Poe with next to Lenore, the tomb of Lenore, to go back to the Raven, it's a very strong energy from that, where this person is fearing the loss, and they don't want it to be permanent. All right, I want to get into Moonology because it's clear what they want to manifest. They want to manifest something, that could be where the confusion is. They don't even know what they want, but they know they want it with you. I want to get into Moonology because I want to see if there is any time that we could see in relation to this connection, or even just any messages that we need to see about, their intentions. So, Spirit, anything else? Time frame, messages. What do we need to see? Their current intentions for group 2, Spirit. I'm getting more cards for you for some reason, guys. My original plan was to get a couple. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. And we're getting that imagery of the lion. And we got the Queen of Wands. So someone could literally be a Leo. Or that could just be the fire energy in this connection as well. Or it could be a fire sign in some way. But, it doesn't have to be. But the energy of strength, wisdom, patience, leadership is coming through strongly. And I feel as though this person might not be there yet. That could be that I feel like it's not going to stop them regardless. We also got the new moon in Leo, which Leo energy. I'm a Leo. And of course, happy birthday to my Libras. But Leo energy is in July, August months. And so take that as it fits as far as time wise. We got third quarter moon. Feels like this person is coming through from a reflective state. Like where things are going to hit a climax in some way. Adjustments are required. And then we have a lot more. Surrender to the divine, full moon. And then we have you're very close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon. It's like time, passage of time. And the balsamic moon, a time for healing. We're getting first quarter, third quarter, full moon, new moon. This could represent a course of a month. This could represent that this is developing fast. And over time, you might see a change, a transformation in some way. I do believe that this person is at a point where they are surrendering to the fact that they want to commit to some sort of action. And they don't know what it's going to look like. They don't know how it's going to be. They're hoping to come towards you with some equal give and take. They don't want to be in that runner chaser if that's what you guys experience with this person. I do feel like though that something in their life is keeping them from happiness. And I think it's a lot more than just you. It could be a lot of other things going on. There could have been some interferences, and it could be this person's mental state of mind. It could have to do with just past connections that they are releasing, beliefs attached to the past, but it could also just be actual events in their life that is creating some sort of stress for them. But whatever is going on with them, they are feeling really yucky not having you right now, and they want you back, whatever it takes, even if they're not in their divine yet. But that's where they want to head. That's what they are intending to get toward, but they don't know how long that's going to take. They don't know how it's going to look. So the point I'm trying to make is they're going to take action in your direction, and you might sense that something is off. Like it's not going to be 100%. It's going to be up to you, group 2, whether or not you want to accept this energy into your life. Now, if this is someone that you're already talking to or already in a relationship with, this person, and you might have some like things to heal between each other. But I think for a lot of you, you might not be talking in some capacity. So let's move on to your advice, guys. As we close out your reading, we know what their intentions are. It's going to be up to you, though, whether you think it's a good time or want this person back in your life. I don't know. Let us know if you can what's going on in the comments. Let's see your advice for it. For group 2, what do we need to see with this energy? What should advice be for group 2? Again, a lot of cards, but alignment, it's coming together, precision. That could be a message for you that everything is going to work out, whether it's ready to work out in time or not. It's like that feeling of just accepting how things are unfolding. And even if it doesn't look smooth or there's still things going on, it still could be divinely guided in that energy regardless. So alignment is just a reminder to accept how things are unfolding with this energy. And also like becoming more aligned with self. Stone goddess, unwavering love, support, maternal line. Giving a little bit of that almost like a Queen of Cups energy with the maternal, the love, the support. Like it feels very accepting. This person might look at you like this, but it also could be a reminder, if you've been having a lot of, I got earlier that this person might view you as being upset with them, or where you are not wanting to create justice in this connection. You might be really mad, and that might not be for everyone. But if you are a little stoned, feeling like your emotions are a little locked up, Spirit is saying it's okay to, be in that energy of love, support, and that's a good energy to be in, whether you're directing it toward this person or not. It's for you, this energy. We got scrying. Trust your visions, intuition, plant seeds. Wow. I don't know if you could see it, guys, but it's giving like you could see an image of a lion, a little bit of an optical illusion. But then when there's like three images you could see. One is of a lion. Then you got two faces, stone faces facing each other, and then you also got a human being bowing. And this could look like two lions as well facing each other, or one. How cool. Definitely an optical illusion. Okay, sorry, I got lost in that. Trust your visions, intuition, plant seeds. Again, to go back to the gardener and the gardener. I'm sorry, in the garden. It's that feeling of that this person is thinking about that too. And you might be a little bit more in that state of, hang on, guys. Oh my God, I'm sorry, guys. I thought cloud was on the window. It was moons. But I was like, cloud, get down. All right, but it was Mooney. Mooney was on the screen. Um, sorry guys. It's it's a thing for those of you that have been here before. But luckily they listen. Okay. To go back to this energy, this feels as though for you is a reminder as well to also garden your own life, be the gardener in your own life, plant the seeds for yourself, and lay that foundation where you could trust what is happening next, whether it's with this person or not. I feel like that's what it is. Spirit is saying, are you feeling you could trust this? And if you can, regardless if this person has their ish together or not, or if they're confused, or if you're mad at them. I mean, again, there's so many things that could be going on. It is a general reading, but I think for the majority of you in general, the message is to always use your discernment and listen to your intuition. You are strong. And I'm getting that sense with these lions. And I feel like this person views you as as that lion as well, with the Queen of Wands. Again, whether you're male or female, you are the king or queen of the jungle. And they know that they miss you, and for whatever capacity. We have the entrance stone, new beginnings, step forward, expansion. This is feeling as though Spirit is almost giving you like the green light to move forward. Whether it's with this person or not, that's up to you to decide. New beginnings could be part of this reestablishing a connection with this person that you're thinking about. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be completely smooth. I do feel like this person has a lot of learning curves, or this connection in general might have a lot of learning curves. But again, this could be someone that is important regardless, in whatever capacity. So I hope this made sense, and I hope that this helped you in some way, guys. Let me know if it did. And I love you so much. Hopefully, I'll see you again. Take care. Hey, guys. Welcome to your reading today, Group 3. If you chose the black tourmaline, then you are at the right place. So let's get into it. And excuse me for my voice. I'm a little, I guess it's allergies. I feel functional, but I am dealing with some allergies. So that being said, let's get into it. So we are asking, their current intentions, this person you are thinking about, regardless of this relationship, this connection, whether you're in a no contact or if you are talking to this person every day, we're still going to tune into the energy of what their intentions are for you when it comes to you. Good, bad, is there actions involved? Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here today as we are asking about intentions for group 3. Love you so much. Thank you so much. All right, what do we need to see? This person, ooh, Ace of Cups poked out. This person on group 3's mind. What are their current intentions toward group 3? And instead we have the Ace of Wands. Wow. Yeah, the Ace of Cups was peeking out. So this is, let's see. Let's see before we get too excited. But because, again, also I'm not sure how you feel toward this person as well. We have the Five of Cups coming through for this group. And this is Edgar Allan Poe next to Lenore's grave. Spirit, what do we need to see? What are their current intentions towards group 3? So we have the Five of Wands, somewhat in the reversal. 2 5s next to each other. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. We got 2 Edgar Allan Poe coming through for your reading, which feels very strong. We have the Page of Pentacles. Wow, the King of Cups. Coming through with the Five of Cups. Wow, this person has very strong emotions for you guys. And we have Judgment in the reversal. This is our first major arcana. I'm wondering if I should cover this. Maybe I should, just in case. It's very tiny though, but so Judgment is card number 20, Libra energy. And we have Ace of Swords in the reversal, coming through with the Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Guys, I do feel like this person has very strong emotions for you. They may not have shared this with you. They could have had their own series of walls up or boundaries. I'm getting the energy that this person was very cautious at one point. They may have done something to put some sort of, whether it was them, their actions, or the energy in the connection itself, but something happened where there are some hurt feelings, a little bit of sadness, and a little bit of regret. The regret I'm feeling is on the fact that this person feels as though they didn't confess their feelings towards you. And I feel as though they want to or they wanted to. They're making a judgment call that's very difficult for them. It could create a lot of challenges. I'm wondering if they are comfortable being vulnerable. This person seems to be feeling very heavy passion for you, connection toward you. I'm getting 2 images at the corners, top rope, First of them is Eight of Pentacles with Edgar writing either his stories or he's writing letters. Regardless, uh, or he could be writing up contracts. The point is, though, this feels as though someone is seriously working toward, it could be communication, it could be setting up a solid foundation, something that is representative of hard work in this connection in some way. And then we're also getting with the Ace of Wands a series of open books, with feather pens waiting to be found and written upon. Like that creative spark is flowing in this person. Okay. This person's intentions are to gain a little bit of that creative spark and let them lead them towards you. They do want to take action. Their action is going to be very subtle. Although they are feeling grand emotions and grand passion, it feels encompassed, like it's taking over their soul in a way. And I don't mean to sound so dramatic, but that is the feeling I'm getting with this energy. And then them feeling as though they may have lost you, or something they did is causing some regret within them. It's feeling as though they don't want the sun to set without making things better. And I think the way they're going to do it is some sort of communication. Their intention is maybe to send you a message. It's going to be in the form of Page of Pentacles. This could feel very subtle. It could establish where this person does set their eyes on you and there is some sort of consistency, even though it may not be a grand offer of commitment. Behind the scenes, this person is feeling it all. Okay, but what they're going to offer you is something that is smaller, but you're not going to miss it. It's going to be up to you as well to move forward in this person's direction again. I'm wondering if you will. The Ace of Swords in the reversal could feel a little bit like something was miscommunicated. This person could have kept messages to themselves at one point as well. Someone could have over-explained something, and then there could have been a feeling of confusion. Also, I'm getting someone stuck in their head. Another message that is coming is this person could be a journaler. This person could also be a writer of some kind and trying to reflect on things and get unconfused about this connection in order to make a sound judgment. And again, that is where the current challenge is, but their intention is to move forward. They know that you are loving, and you will greet them halfway. So it's as though it's on them to create that first step and to grab that cup in order to make that offer. Because look at this Queen of Cups is holding that cup. Moon energy coming through with the Queen of Cups as well. Emotions are running high between the both of you guys. This person wants to put in effort. There could be a little bit of stuck energy, but again, that could just be this person's own thought process. Okay, I do want to get into the angel answers. And you know what? I think I need to go take a sip of water. So hang on one second, guys. Okay, I feel better. Let's give it one more shuffle. So I wanted to get into the oracle to get more clarity on this person's intentions, or I should say where they are at in their actions as well, because I do feel like Communication is on the horizon. All right, Spirit, what do we need to see? What the angel answers, the current intentions toward our group 3, this person. What do we need to see? Thank you so much. Okay. So this one says you're ready. It fell on the ground. Success! Exclamation point. All right, what do we need to see? Their current intentions. Not recovery. So, guys, I am getting a strong message that this person is starting to look at things in a brighter, rosier sense through a lens where things might be getting a little bit more positive as far as when they think about outcomes when it comes to you and this connection and what type of success that they could create if they were to move forward. They're getting that creative spark of exactly like coming to the decision of knowing exactly what they want. The problem with them right now is how do they move forward? They don't seem like the type of person that is like showcases their emotions in a very vulnerable sense. I feel as though they may be asking help from others, they may be getting guidance and trying to figure out how to move in your direction. What exactly to say? They may stumble their words or may have said things in the past that created some sort of challenges. So I think that the energy I'm getting right now is they would like to be more cautious. They would like to be more conscious of how they communicate when it comes to you. They don't want to hurt you. If there is some sort of disconnect right now, this person or fight, you and this person could be dealing with some sort of fight or disconnect or separation of some kind. Just because I'm getting that energy with the 5 of Cups, I think overall this person sees success if they are the ones that take that action. And I do feel strongly that that is what they want, and they know that there could be some beautiful energy, and it's up to them whether or not they feel ready, if they feel recovered from whatever it is that they may have had to heal in their own life. We have the divine feminine, and she's a little exposed, so we'll take Buddha and put him over here. Okay, the divine feminine. Are you their divine feminine? Do they look at you as a beautiful, perfect match? Compatibility. Yeah. Their intention is to demonstrate the compatibility between the both of you. They see it. They're not ignorant to it, guys. They see that they are in that energy with you where things feel aligned. Things feel equally balanced in a very flowy, airy way, I'm getting. So let's get one more. What are their current intentions? Oh, that's too many. Gosh, they view you as someone that is very beautiful and loving, and that could create some really divine happiness between or amongst this connection. We got spiritual maturity, and look at that couple going up that winding path to the third eye or the crown chakra, perhaps, or the third eye chakra, like where you both are being guided. This could be a spiritual connection for sure. Take it as it resonates. And then we got intimacy. This could show up in many different forms, as far as physical, as far as spiritual. It could manifest in many different ways between you and this person. Hang on one second, guys. Gosh, I'm so sorry. The cats are just by the window, and I just have to monitor. Some of you that have been here before understand, and thank you so much. They are awesome. My two cats, Moon and Cloudstripe. But they're still young and have a lot of energy. All right, guys, let's move on to Moonology. Let's see if we could get a time frame or any other details as far as this person's intentions. I really want to see if there's anything else Spirit wants to guide us with. Before we get into your advice, we're getting very strong messages that this person does see you in a very compatible way, and I feel as though they want to create some sort of union between the both of you. But they just may, not be comfortable saying how they feel. That's what that's what they're figuring out. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Capricorn, time sensitive. It is coming up in a couple of months. December, January, winter energy, the new year type of energy, full moon. This could feel like a new cycle as a tough cycle comes to an end. So if you and this person are in, a conflict, if that entails no contact in some way, that feels as though that could be coming to an end sooner rather than later, guys. I feel like this person's emotions is ready to erupt. It's been fermenting for so long that now it's like so strong and potent. And yes, they're still, this person has like a way of containing themselves. So again, they are coming through as a page of pentacles, but their intention really is to create more of a stable, consistent communication between both of you and not lead with passion or their emotions, which could very well be love, guys. What else, Spirit? Luck is on your side. Ooh, new moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is coming up too. It's November and December months. So this feels like a new beginning. That could be where a little bit of fire is too. Like this new beginning between the both of you. If that is for a lot of you that resonates with that, could create some sort of fire that is, a little bit more in the mature side, but it's still there. That's exciting. All right, let's get one more and then we're going to get your advice. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Woo, this could be happening sooner rather than later with you and this person, guys. Time sensitive. We are headed into, I think, happy birthday to my Libras. And after Libra, we have Scorpio, of course. My sister's a Scorpio. And after that is Sagittarius, which is winter. In the thick of winter. So it feels like things could be dying, yet things are going to be starting and beginning afresh. There's going to be some action too. Sagittarius energy comes with action steps. Okay, they're pretty well, I don't know, unconstrained when it comes to taking next step actions. From this energy, I'm getting that this person is not going to allow their comfort, their comfortability or I should say their uncomfortability to stop them from moving in your direction. Because it is uncomfortable, guys, for this person. But they're not going to allow that to stop them. I feel like, again, this is going to happen sooner rather than you think. A time for healing. is at the bottom of the deck. So let's get into your advice. I do feel as though something in this connection is coming through a really difficult, challenging time, moment, or fight in some way. And this currently, if you are in no contact, could be where the time for healing is currently at. This person's intention is to get back into an aligned, consistent manner with you. But I do feel I do feel another strong message is they are ready to open up other avenues with you, whether that's passionate, physical, whether that is going deep or in depth in conversations. There's going to be more intimate moments. And I feel as though that is also something they want to create, which feels potentially like this connection is going to be evolving. Um, let's see. Spirit, what is the advice we could give for group 3 with this energy? What do we need to see, Spirit? Okay, that fell on the ground. Temple, the wisdom within, quieten external noise. That's a reminder or a message from Spirit that if you're already doing this, then you are on the right path. And if you haven't been doing this in a while, to create that inner temple, it could be through meditation, it could be through reflection, contemplation, or just stillness, stilling, calming your thoughts, your mind in some way. So, wherever you are in this energy, Spirit is saying that is a confirmation that it is the right path that you are in or should be in right now. The temple path, if you will. We have be the mountain, slow and steady foundations, patience. I'm getting the imagery again of the spiritual maturity with this mountain. Be the mountain, slow and steady. It could be where Spirit is saying you're leading. You might be leading this connection, especially if it's a spiritual one, through your own self-awareness, alignment, and your inner wisdom. Hagstone, energy shield, protection, inner strength. This feels like you may have been independent for a long time. To remember that even if you and this person's energy are going to start, merging in some way or getting into some sort of union, that Spirit is saying it's still important for you to tap into your own inner wisdom, your own self, to not get lost, to still feel free within yourself. If that makes sense, guys. Okay, don't lose yourself. Hidden treasure, you're on the right track. Gift revealed. Wow, what a beautiful message to end your reading with. I hope this reading resonated. Money. Hang on, guys. Sorry, guys. As we're ending your reading, I had to go grab Moon. She was out. There's a lot of birds and flying around this morning, this beautiful morning. So time sensitive. But that being said, guys, this is where we're gonna leave your reading. I hope this resonated. I hope it gave you some answers in what this energy is with this person. Let me know if you can, if you're able to share or send a like my way. Subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to have your energy again. And thank you so much for staying and being here this long. Love you guys. Bye.